Have you ever wondered about the exact moment that sparked centuries of American history? On April 26, 1607, a group of weary English travelers stepped onto the sandy shores of what we now call Virginia. By the end of this video, you'll understand how this moment of first contact between English settlers and the New World set in motion a chain of events that would ultimately shape the nation we know today. After more than 4 grueling months at sea, 3 ships, the Susan Constant, the Godspeed, and the Discovery, appeared on the horizon of the Chesapeake Bay. Commissioned by the Virginia Company of London, these vessels carried 104 men and boys who had left England behind, seeking opportunity and fortune in a land they had never seen. Imagine their relief when they finally spotted land. 4 months of being tossed about on the open ocean, living in cramped quarters with limited food and water, dealing with sickness and uncertainty, now finally coming to an end. But what awaited them was not comforted, but a new set of challenges they could scarcely imagine. When they landed at what they named Cape Henry after the Prince of Wales, their first act was to erect a wooden cross and give thanks for their safe passage. Led by Captain Christopher Newport, these settlers then spent several days exploring the area, making their first tentative contact with the indigenous peoples they encountered. The local Chesapeake tribe, part of the powerful Powhatan Confederacy, initially approached the newcomers with caution. These early interactions were a complex mix of curiosity, diplomacy, and wariness on both sides, the beginning of a relationship between peoples that would grow increasingly complicated over the coming years. After exploring the Cape Henry area, the settlers decided not to establish their colony there, likely due to the exposed position and concerns about Spanish attacks from the sea. Instead, they sailed further inland up the James River, eventually establishing Jamestown on May 14, 1607, the first permanent English settlement in North America. After exploring the Cape Henry area, the settlers decided not to establish their colony there, likely due to the exposed position and concerns about Spanish attacks from the sea. Instead, they sailed further inland up the James River, eventually establishing Jamestown on May 14, 1607, the first permanent English settlement in North America. Consider this: when those first English feet touched American soil, no one could have predicted that their struggling settlement would be the forerunner to the United States. They weren't seeking independence or planning a new nation. They were simply representatives of an English commercial venture, hoping to find gold, a passage to Asia, or other profitable opportunities. Today, a memorial cross stands near the spot where those first settlers came ashore, marking the moment when English colonization of North America truly began. It represents not just an arrival, but a profound meeting of worlds that would forever alter the course of history for everyone involved, European and Native American alike. What thoughts come to mind when you imagine those first tentative steps onto the sand? How do you connect to this moment that set in motion so much of America's complex history? Share your reflections in the comments below. A landing at Cape Henry reminds us that even momentous historical events often begin with simple human actions. Tired travelers stepping off a boat onto an unfamiliar shore. From these humble beginnings would grow the Virginia colony, then other English settlements, and eventually a new nation with its own identity and ideals. If you found value in this historical journey, hit that like button and subscribe to History Sparks. Tomorrow's video will take you inside another pivotal moment that shaped our nation in unexpected ways. I promise you won't want to miss it. Your understanding of America's founding moments will never be the same. This is History Sparks, where the past illuminates our future.